Hi folks, today we're going to take a look at JC News Now, where he interferes on a traffic stop, makes wild claims towards the cops, and then tries to interject by playing lawyer. But before we start today's video, as always, a big thank you to all of my current and new channel members and subscribers. Without all of your support, I couldn't keep the channel going, so I want to thank you all personally from the bottom of my heart. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the page. Leave a like and a comment because it helps me with the algorithm. Don't forget to check out my second channel, NCR Movie Network, and the podcast, The Craptown Florida Man Power Ranking. Episode 27 is out right now. With all that being said, let's enjoy today's video.
$22.21. Says cat.
You want to film? Can you at least film over here so
No,
I can see you?
I'm good right here.
Okay. I don't feel comfortable with not being able to see you.
Your ADD ain't my problem.
I don't care if you film, but I need to be able to see that you're filming over here so you don't pull something stupid on me.
I need you to close your mouth and do your job and let me do mine.
Okay. Sir, again, completely fine with you filming.
Good. Then get back in your car, do your job,
Okay.
and I'll do mine.
Do you understand? You have to stand over here.
I don't have to
so
stand
can see
anywhere.
you. You're not going to stand behind me.
I'll stand right
Or I
there
can-
behind you, sir.
No, you cannot. That is obstructing.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is, because I'm now taking all of my focus.
That's your
and I'm
problem.
gonna Put it on you.
Your ADD ain't my problem, sir.
My ADD.
Yes, do your job.
Do you understand what that constitutes?
I don't answer questions.
Okay, I don't understand what you're trying to argue right now.
Because you got out and spoke to me. What's your name and badge number?
Officer Boucher, 1933.
All right, you're dismissed, sir. Get back to work.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm getting pretty sick and tired of hearing these frauditing idiots telling the police that they're dismissed. Now, we all know the biggest aggressor of this is the Siberian Tiger, followed by Jimmy over here. But this officer is well within his rights to be concerned. I have shown on this channel a video of an officer being attacked on a traffic stop with a ride-along. There have been plenty of other incidents in the news and on other channels showing officers dealing with routine traffic stops and people walking up on them and attacking them. So officer safety is a concern here. Not to mention that Jimmy is trying to get people's personal information off the CAD just so he can put it up on YouTube. Telling the officer that his ADHD is not his concern, well, it's his concern when there is a moron who's trying to interfere on a traffic stop who has no legitimate business being there other than trying to get content for his YouTube channel.
I'm dismissed.
Yes, you are. Get back to work.
Where did you learn this? YouTube?
Sir?
Where did you learn this?
You have an attitude.
I don't have an attitude.
All right, go back to
You're
work.
coming off to heat on me.
You spoke to me, sir.
Because I saw that you were behind me,
So what?
so I have to make sure that I'm not going to get attacked.
Is
by
it illegal?
somebody
Are
else.
you afraid?
Yes.
All right,
I'm
why?
not
You shouldn't be
here
a cop if
because
you're
somebody
afraid.
can ambush us while we're at a
Oh,
traffic stop.
does that happen?
It devi-
Yes.
Yes, it does happen.
Not very often.
Not very often. So I have to take the risk for my life. and
You
take
signed
that-
up for it, bud.
I signed up to lose my life?
You signed up for the job, sir.
Okay.
All right, I'm done answering your questions.
Perfectly fine. Then I'm going to stand right here.
Okay, good. I need some content.
Contact for what? I don't understand what content you want.
I know you don't understand. That's the problem.
Okay. It's not going to go anywhere.
I know you're not. Your ego won't let you. What's her name?
Ego?
What's her name?
Why do we... Okay, as a starter, we don't even have to give you our names.
Yes, you
that
do.
was a courtesy.
Yes, no. It's
You're-
the
you're
Badge
now
Act of
entering-
1993
No,
says you
you're now
must.
entering our...
Shenanigans.
No, 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 no.
Shenanigans.
No, 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 no.
And we're calling shenanigans, folks. Because Jimmy is wrong. He is misquoting it. It is the Badge Act of 1983, which requires all federal and state law enforcement officers to provide their name and badge number and have it displayed on them while they are on duty. Now, a casual conversation, or if they were off duty, they would not have to give out their name and badge number if requested by a citizen. However, there are certain exceptions to this. Let's say an officer is working undercover. And if you try to get them to expose themselves, you can compromise the operations of this particular undercover operation they're doing, or even jeopardize the safety of the officer. Now, there is a video going around on YouTube, about 30 seconds, of a guy saying that you can make an undercover cop tell them that you're a cop, they're a cop, by giving out their badge number, which is not true.
Traffic stop.
I'm not entering your stop. I'm on a public
Yes,
sidewalk.
you are.
Look right here, y'all. I'm on a
We have
public
to take
sidewalk.
our attention.
Your
off of the
ADD
traffic
is
stop.
not my problem.
It's not my ADD.
Yes, it is. If
No, it's not.
you're that scared, you shouldn't be a cop.
I am trying to talk to you.
I don't want to talk to you.
Okay.
Is this consensual? Am I detained?
You are entering our traffic stop.
Am I detained?
No.
All right, then don't talk to me.
If you keep getting closer to us, then yes, you will be detained.
All right, I'll stand right here on this public sidewalk. I can get up to 8 feet from you, sir.
8 feet?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what case law is that?
That's the civil court.
You can't even cite it.
Glick versus Kuniff.
You can't even cite it.
Glick versus Kuniff. There's a bunch of them. How many do you want?
How about you pull that up on your...
I don't know, Jimmy. How about an actual case law that's relevant here? Because you brought up Glick versus Kniff. Now, that case actually was reinforced by Smith v. Cummings, but also established that the people had a constitutional right to film the police, and it did not violate any state laws. Now, this officer did not tell you you couldn't film. He just simply asked you to film on the sidewalk where he could see you and not be behind him, because it was an officer safety concern. Frauditors like to use the Glick versus Kniff ruling in case because Glick was 10 feet away from the officers while filming in the Boston Commons. Now, this magical 10 feet thing they come up with doesn't have any actual merit in the case. Look at Florida and similar states like Indiana. They have passed 25 feet rules when it comes to filming police and first responders. It doesn't matter what you think, Jimmy, but if you're going to quote case law, I would recommend you quote the ones that are actually relevant to the situation.
I don't need to do your job because you're uneducated.
Because you're wrong.
Houston versus Hill.
Cite them. That's fine.
The Badge Act of 1993 requires you to ID, dumbass.
Calling me names is not going to make it any better.
Well, if you would have approached me better, I'd have been more respectful. You'd...
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
You tried to give me an unlawful order. Sir, you work for me. I don't work for you. Let's get that straight right now.
Do I pay taxes? Do I pay taxes?
No, you do not.
I don't pay taxes.
No, you don't. You use tax dollars to pay your taxes. God.
I pay my own taxes.
With our tax dollars, sir.
I pay my own taxes.
With our tax dollars.
And yet another stupid argument by the frauditor. Jimmy, do you actually know this man's personal financial situation? Do you know if he has a spouse and if they file separately or jointly? Do you know if he has a second job? You don't. You're talking out of your ass. Frauditors like to make the argument that because cops are paid by taxpayers, that they are welfare recipients or they don't pay taxes. Well, guess what? Everybody pays taxes, even the federal government, including the president. Everybody must pay taxes if they are working. And if they're a charitable organization and they follow certain guidelines of the IRS, they are tax exempt. This argument that frauditors make is just so stupid. Why don't they say this to teachers? Why don't they say this to fire rescue or EMS? Why don't they say this to the receptionist who works for City Hall? It's only towards law enforcement because they have a bone to pick with them.
See, you took your attention away from your partner. That's bad policing. Damn. For a guy with a camera, because your ego won't let it go.
No, because I don't want you to do something dumb.
Oh my God. Do I look like I could hurt anyone?
Wanting to make contact because he thinks this is cool and it's going to go...
Now, look, now he's...
Not being a great citizen when you're taking his attention away from me when I'm trying to be safe. So
his ADD ain't my problem, and neither is yours. Do your job, and I'll do mine.
What an asshole. I hate that guy, and so do you.
No, I cannot. I know I'm doing it for your safety, ma'am. No, you're not. You're in danger. You just don't realize it.
Not a clue who he is. He just decided he wants to take our attention. He can record it as long as he steps away. If he intervenes, then he's going to go to jail.
I thought I paid it, but I might not. It was so many years ago. It was like 21 years ago.
Oh my God. This clown thinks I can't stand on the sidewalk behind his cruiser. He's going to learn. We'll put some paper on him.
On my son's birthday would be
So you're going to file a bogus police complaint on an officer who did nothing but ask you to step in front of him while you record, because for him and his partner's safety, he didn't want you behind him. Then you make the claims that you're there for their safety. These girls are not in danger. Nobody's in danger here, Jimmy. You're the one who's aggravating the situation. The passenger doesn't want you filming her. You've already had a passerby yell an obscenity at you. But you don't care, because in your little world, you're the star of the show, and because you don't like how this officer spoke to you, you're going to go put some paper on him.
I will, sir. And it'll go higher than your captain.
They're always, everybody says that, they're always red. Yeah. Can I look away from
Don't do that.
Okay, can we tell her?
You don't have to submit to any test.
Okay. If you start intervening...
I'm not intervening at all. My speech is not intervention. Don't walk up on me. No, it's not. My speech is protected, sir.
You start intervening on our traffic stop.
I'm not intervening.
While she's trying to talk.
You need to be quiet.
Conduct your investigation.
You need to be
then
quiet.
you're gonna cause a problem.
What are you investigating?
A possible DWI is what we're investigating right now.
Yeah. Did you tell her that she doesn't have to take those tests?
You do not have to tell her that.
I know you don't.
Okay, so you can stay over there.
I can tell her all I want.
You can keep your mouth shut.
Oh,
you
fuck
can
you,
record
man.
all you want. That's fine.
Shut
That's
your
perfectly
mouth.
legal.
You can
But
shut your
need to
mouth.
Stay out there. Don't intervene.
I'll say anything I want under the First Amendment, sir.
I don't think you understand what you're doing, man.
I do understand.
You're doing it for content.
I'm not doing it for content. I'm doing it because my family are cops. And the number one killer of a good cop is bad policing. Something that you're doing right now. Maybe you should learn a little bit about the Bill of Rights. They didn't teach you that at the academy, did they?
Bill of Rights. Okay.
This dumbass thinks I can't talk. I can speak to anybody I want at any time.
Not during our traffic stop.
Yes, I can, sir.
Actually, you can't, because then that would actually be obstruction or interfering. Yes, you have the right to say whatever you want during the traffic stop to the cops while they are doing it, but you don't have a right to interfere with the officers conducting field sobriety tests, yelling at the people and telling them what to do and what to say. In some states, they do make interfering or obstructing a physical act, but the courts can actually determine the way that you're talking to them and distracting the cops, taking their attention away from the traffic stop, to be interference and obstruction.
I can say anything I want at any time except a threat. I can't incite violence or fighting words. Learn the law if you're going to be a cop. Talking her way right into the back of that car is what she's doing.
15 minutes later.
That's not a sobriety test, that's an agility test. And they're designed to gather evidence on you. You don't have to take them. You can refuse them. She intimidated that lady into taking that test. That's what she did.
Wrong again. Now, the heel-to-toe step is a standard field sobriety test to check one's balance and equilibrium between them, because drinking alcohol can cause impairment to that. And everybody knows you can refuse to take the field sobriety test, but it also comes with a penalty. Because when you get your state-issued driver's license, you agree that if you refuse to take these tests or a chemical test, you can get your driving privileges suspended. This is a standard thing, and it does not violate anybody's rights. And if Jimmy wants to continue to act like these cops are violating their rights or trying to hurt them in some way, he's clearly mistaken.
I'm standing behind you.
I know, and I don't appreciate it.
I don't care what you appreciate.
No, you're perfectly fine. It's understandable. This is all he has to do tonight, so.
I make more money than you do.
Okay.
Yeah, these tests are designed to gather evidence on you. You can refuse them. The only thing you can't refuse is a breathalyzer. And that's if you're lawfully arrested.
Wrong!
And Jimmy's wrong yet again. You see, in the state of Missouri, you can refuse to do the standard field sobriety tests, and it doesn't penalize you. Although some states, it can penalize you. Now, what Jimmy is trying to refer to is the alcohol and drug tests that are requiring breath or blood samples. Now, those tests are required under Missouri law due to the fact that when you get your license, it goes under implied consent for those tests. You don't have to be lawfully arrested for them to do it. If you refuse the breathalyzer or blood tests, your driving privileges in Missouri can be revoked to up to 1 year.
Talking her way right into the back of that car is what she's doing. See, the cop can't even do it. Look, she's trying to hold her foot up. They knew who we were. This clown I know in the morning.
God damn it! Will you shut the hell up? Nobody gives a rat's ass. Yeah, go away.
Telling me I can't talk to somebody. Number one law of the land. It's the First Amendment, free speech. You can say anything you want as long as it's not fighting words, inciting a riot, or a threat. And he's already threatened me.
I did not.
You did threaten me. You threatened me with jail.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god. Stop fucking lying.
Tyrant. Just close your mouth.
Traffic stop.
Close your mouth.
Alright.
Close your mouth. That's the best thing you
That
can
makes
do.
you feel better to call me a tyrant. That's completely fine with you.
You
But
are
it
a
makes me
tyrant.
happy, man.
You're never going to make corporal.
Okay.
I'll make sure of that, bud.
Alright.
I got 7 badges, dumbass.
7 badges.
7 badges.
That's very interesting.
I'll go after your post certification. You violate my rights, you will be in a federal court.
Did I violate your rights?
You tried to, man. You tried to tell me I couldn't speak.
I said don't intervene on a
I'm not
traffic
intervening. My speech alone is not obstruction,
stop. Can you
dude.
stop talking to them on our traffic
I can talk
stop?
to anybody I want,
That is
dude.
intervening on our traffic stop.
Ma'am, how are you? Do you feel safe? I'm talking to her. You got a problem with that?
I don't think she feels safe. You're over here intervening our traffic stop.
She don't feel safe because she's got two armed men holding her against her will. An armed man and an armed woman. Look, there we go. I told you you wasn't safe.
What a crock of shit. Have you ever heard more bullshit or drivel coming from somebody who's not even the president?
Now, gonna pull her through the courts.
If I could do more and ask me, I would, but...
Got her in cuffs. I told her. I knew it.
So, it seems like the officer over there
Arrested her with a smile.
might have been part of why into the stop sign was. I didn't see any fields when that was over here. This guy, I didn't want to cause a problem with you or anything. So, are you sober? Have you smoked anything recently? Or, like, if you did, that's fine. I just don't want to put you in the driver's seat. Push you in the position. That's all. If you're able to, you want to start doing that now. She's going to be going to jail. So. I don't know if she has a warrant, but it's likely for DUI. Marijuana. It reads marijuana. Like I said, I haven't talked to her, but figuring out a ride.
That's why you don't submit to a sobriety field test. They're designed to gather evidence on you. You tuck yourself right into handcuffs.
She's driving while she's fine. Okay, she's still driving it. I told her I wasn't there or not. It's not even that you guys smoked it, like whether you smoked it before or not. The problem is though, is like even if you guys smoked it earlier, I'm still getting enough indicators from here and I believe you guys in her condition is not good to drive.
These girls were having a great evening.
It's called Sierra.
Then these road pirates pulled her over.
Come here. Shut your stupid ass up.
Did you not say she was making stop signs?
They did stop signs here because everyone was mowing that one, but when it
So she's impaired all of a sudden because the car smells like, that's what I'm not understanding.
That's why you don't submit to field sobriety test, ma'am.
I had to focus, I had to stay here and I had to focus on him because he wants to.
Don't blame it on me, dude.
It's okay. Do you want to call a friend so they can, because we don't want to have to tow the car or use your car. If you had something to smoke, I don't want to put you in that position, that's all.
I'll park it for you, ma'am.
Okay, there's no way these cops are going to let you get in that car. That passenger may be impaired and maybe not. She might be able to park the car and call for a ride to come pick her up. But the police are not going to let you drive that woman's car to park it. You don't know her. You're not family. You're not a friend. You're just a complete stranger with a camera trying to harass the cops and these poor girls.
I don't understand why she wants to do
Like I said, she did the sobriety test, she saw indicated impairment, that's why it's 401. She gets released. Yeah, for a DUI.
I'll park it for you if you need somebody to. I got a valid license.
How about new?
I wish I could, but he wants to be involved for some reason. Is that the no park sign right there?
And we're going to end the video here. The remainder of the video is just Jimmy standing there while the cops help this girl find somebody to come park the car for her and get her a ride home. Twice Jimmy has tried to get in this car, and he has no reason to do so. And he's, throughout this entire video, misquoted laws and done nothing but harass the cops and lie. So if you guys like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Give a thumbs up and a comment because it helps me with the algorithm. Don't forget to leave a comment as well. And don't forget to check out the second channel and the podcast. With all that being said, be well, be safe, and I'll see you guys next time. And a special thank you to all members of the news team. Without all of your support, I couldn't keep the channel going. So I want to thank you all personally from the bottom of my heart. You guys mean the world to me, and I could never thank you enough.